Next on Worcester News tonight, Worcester unveils a new 911 system aiding response teams in emergency situations. Plus, members of the Boston Celtics surprise a local family with a special gift. We'll have the story. We begin tonight with breaking news. State police are investigating a pedestrian accident on I-290 in Worcester. Good evening. I'm Catherine Inrioli. The Telegram is reporting state police have confirmed a pedestrian was struck on the highway. There's no word on the victim's condition. State police investigators are working in the right and center lane of 290 and will likely be there for some time tonight. Also new tonight, the city of Worcester unveils a new 911 system today. It will allow residents to create a profile with information to help dispatchers in the event of an emergency. Smart 911 is a voluntary opt-in program giving residents an option to create a profile with information they want 911 crews to have. Details such as floor plans, special needs, languages, or even directions can be included for first responders in the event of an emergency. Worcester's Director of Emergency Communications, Richard Fisk, says this tool can help reduce emergency response times and potentially save lives.
Times in the events where we can't get the information that we need from the caller directly. So if we have a floor plan, we'll have that information up front. If we have information where an AED is, or if somebody uploads the code to their front door or their gate to unlock a gate, it'll allow them to get to the people faster rather than trying to find other means. So any tool that we can use as part of our toolbox for the 911 operators to better serve the community, it's kind of a no-brainer. We're trying to keep up with technology. We're trying to keep up with the tools that are available to the comm centers throughout the Commonwealth and with Smart 911 throughout the country.
Worcester is one of several cities across the state that has adopted the system. Residents and property owners can sign up at www.smart911.com. A 3-alarm fire in Millbury rips through a home overnight, damaging several surrounding homes. Officials say the flames were so severe the fire chief had to be hospitalized after battling the blaze. Our Rosalind Flaherty has more on this investigation.
This is what's left from an overnight fire on Wheelock Avenue in Millbury. The debris has to be covered because of the potential danger of asbestos. Cell phone video captures the flames before firefighters arrived. Millbury Fire Chief Richard Hamilton had to be rushed to the hospital for heat exhaustion after battling the flames.
Doing well. There's not going to be any long-term effects of it, but it's scary. These types of situations can certainly lead to tragedies.
Firefighters say everyone made it out of the home safely, but the fire reached nearby houses. Neighbor Robert Langley says he's lucky to be alive. He and his family were asleep when the 3-alarm fire broke out, damaging his home.
This is my childhood home. I grew up here, and 42 years of memories are gone, and we'll have to start making new ones.
One neighbor says he ran around trying to wake other neighbors up.
Happy for my neighbors to be safe and happy to be alive.
Propane tanks on the property made it difficult for firefighters to put out the fire. The Millbury town manager says the home has had a number of violations dating back to 2006. He says the fire chief wrote a $500 ticket for open burning just last week, and the Board of Health has been to the property.
This is an ongoing situation that's been obviously gotten out of control and led to this perhaps.
Neighbors say the home has been an eyesore for years.
It's no surprise to me that this house went up in flames because it just looked like a fire hazard waiting to happen.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
Tonight, candidates for Worcester's District 1 City Council race gathered at a forum. It was hosted by Our Revolution of Greater Worcester, a group of progressive voters seeking to pursue social, economic, racial, and environmental justice. Currently, there are 4 candidates running. Tony Economist, who is the current councilor, is not running for re-election. We spoke with the candidates running about why they are throwing their hat in the ring.
Councilor because I live in the district, I care about it, and I'm going to be here 5, 10, 20 years down the line, and I want to make sure that we're going in the right direction, that the district is a place that's family friendly and for working men and women.
I'm running because I have 4 daughters in the Worcester Public Schools, and I want to continue to improve this district and have it be a place where they want to come back and live after they go to college.
I love the city, and I believe that the city's been moving forward. I think it's in a good position. I want to see it continue in that direction. I want to be part of the council to implement those policies that will help the cities thrive in the long term.
All the issues are education, economic development, making sure that we have affordable housing, health care for those who are in need, and taking care of our disability communities, and making sure that anything that is developed downtown, that we have a linkage program with what's happening in District 1. And I want to be the voice of District 1 on the Worcester City Council.
The primary election is on September 12th. Tonight's event was held at Congregation Beth Israel. Lake Quisigamond remains closed to swimmers after a sewage leak at a pumping station. A no swimming order is in effect. Recreational activities like boating are also prohibited. The city says bacteria from the overflow can increase the risk of getting sick. The contaminated water is consumed. Worcester's Division of Housing and Health Inspection says they will be testing the water every day, and it may take a few days until it's safe to go back in. Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker naming his first appointment to the State Cannabis Control Commission. He's picked State Senator Jennifer Flanagan of Leominster. The commission will oversee recreational and medical marijuana in the state. Flanagan opposed the November ballot question, which legalized adult use of recreational marijuana. She will resign her seat at the end of the month. Northbridge family is one of 3 families who won the home court makeover by the Boston Celtics and Arbella Insurance. Wednesday, the family was surprised with the new court and some special guests. Our Brittany Schaefer was there and has the details.
3, 2, 1.
A sea of green fills the Keene family's new backyard addition. Celtics rookie Jason Tatum and legend Cedric Maxwell present the Northbridge family with a new home basketball court.
It means a lot, just to, be introduced to, the fans and the people that, come support us and watch us play, and, being able to have that connection with them. I know they're extremely excited, just as excited as I am to be here.
Thousands of families entered to win the home court makeover, but the Keene family's obsession with the Celtics put them over the top.
A diehard Celtics fan. Our basement, actually, they transformed that as well, but it was already a Celtics shrine. We didn't know who was coming, and obviously Cedric Maxwell, Jason Tatum surprised us today. It's just been unbelievable. Whirlwind.
Arbella Insurance and the Boston Celtics teamed together to complete this home court. Arbella says the Keene family is more than deserving.
You could just tell that they were a family that loved each other's company, that they were diehard Celtics fans. And there's always that 1 or 2 stories that tug at your hearts. And this year, the Keene family certainly was one of those families.
The Keene family's basement and backyard were transformed in the 7-week project. Danielle Keene says the court isn't just for her family, but for the entire neighborhood.
So we just laugh that even when we vacation or go away, it's going to be an open door policy that everybody's always welcome to come in, and we just know that it'll obviously get used.
It's not like anything I've ever seen, so I'm pretty sure they'll enjoy it to the max.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
What a great story. And there's also a lot of excitement surrounding Kyrie Irving's trade to the Celtics. Jeff Saperstone has reaction to the major acquisition.
Topping off the Celtics practice facility is just the icing on the cake following a blockbuster trade. Fan favorite Isaiah Thomas is out.
I'm sad to see Isaiah Thomas go. He was amazing.
All-star point guard Kyrie Irving is in.
He's a great ball player. He's done a lot for the Cavs. I think he's going to do good things in Boston.
It's a mega deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jay Crowder and Ante Zizic also head to the Cavs, along with a 2018 first-round draft pick that the C's got from the Nets. The Celtics co-owner says this is about the future.
We have a really strong team, up-and-coming team, a young team with more youth on the way. So we want to be good for a sustained period of time, and it starts now.
In Brighton, where they dedicated the C's new practice facility today, there is much excitement for this new team, especially from some of the people who are building it.
It's nice to get new blood. It's going to help the Celtics this year coming up.
The Celtics, what I think, made a great trade last night that's going to build this team strong for years to come.
The 25-year-old Irving spent 6 seasons with the Cavs. He'll now join Gordon Hayward and a roster of young talent here in Boston.
What do you anticipate for that first game with Cleveland?
I anticipate both teams are going to be trying to beat the other one into a pulp.
I'm Jeff Saperstone for Worcester News Tonight.
The Powerball lottery has reached $700 million, making it the second largest jackpot in U.S. history. The excitement is growing for people here in Worcester. Many in the city headed out to local convenience stores like the Brattle Stop to pick a ticket up for their chance at the jackpot. Many people we spoke with say they have different ideas on how they would spend the money if they won.
And I'd also, take care of my kids and grandchildren and friends.
I would pay off my bills, I would put a huge chunk into retirement, and if I won it all, I would retire.
Find something to do with it, can do anything I want.
The largest jackpot was $1.6 billion back in January of